everybody could hear me. This is the first live stream in like 2 weeks, and we're doing it at normal time at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's going on with this mic? So yeah, it's a little, we're on time. Last week I was going to stream and then, I didn't. So we're here. I was going to stream during the middle of the week, but, we've been so busy with some jobs, and we'll actually talk about those jobs a little later on. I don't know if I'm just going to look on my side screen here to see if I could actually show this. I don't think I could show this because it has a name on it. How can I do this? Maybe I could take a screenshot to show you what we're going to be working on. Let me see. Does this have a name anywhere? Super, good morning. Ritesh, good morning. Colin, good morning. How's it going? Hopefully everyone is doing well. Let me see. I should be able to take a screenshot of this. We will be filming this job installation as well, which is going to be really cool. It's going to be difficult, though, because YouTube doesn't allow you to do or show certain things or talk about certain things without getting demonetized. And this is a range. You know, just think about what people use in the army, that type of range. So in Canada, which you could see right here what it's actually called. Whoops. I'm not going to say the words because I don't want to get demonetized, but we're initially starting, and well, maybe I'll talk about this in a bit, but this is the initial building. Let me myself a bit. Let me just shrink myself. This is the first part of the actual job. So there's like 40 cameras, 30 cameras, I forget, in the initial build, and there's like 10 or 14 doors. When this whole other area gets built, we're going to be scaling up to about 80 cameras in total, 80 to 100, and about 15 to 20 doors, I think it is. And it's all going to be filmed. We're going to be using an EMVR core and a bunch of cool cameras. The initial starting job for all this stuff that's on the map, that is going to be starting, I think, in a week and a half or 2 weeks. So I'm excited to get that filmed because we haven't done a lot of on-site jobs in a long time. I'm going to try to do more on-site jobs. Let me pause that. Gear, how's it going? Koala, how's it going from Florida? F, how's it going? Z-Guy, how's it going? Mark, good morning. Frederick, good morning. Richard, RSP, I'm just going to call you that, from Dallas. There's a couple people here from Texas. I was going to go to Memphis, but I don't think I'm going to now. There's this YCO thing going on. YCO. YCO. They actually just did one in Toronto. Oh, no, this isn't it. Is this it? So they're doing a YCO event. It's with, like, you know, obviously it's about Wi-Fi and stuff like that, but they're doing one at the Memphis, Tennessee, but I think it's at the actual stadium. Yeah, it's at the FedEx Forum, and Ubiquity's sponsoring this. If you're in the Wi-Fi space, you're probably going to know most of these faces on here. Obviously, you guys know who Tom is. That's UI Tom. Daryl DeRosia, he's the person who actually runs or is the architect or engineer for the FedEx Forum for the Wi-Fi. So I was thinking about going, but I'm not 100% sure now. That's at the end of the month. I could have went to the one in Toronto, but I didn't even realize it was there. Kevin, good morning. Love the on-site jobs. I love the on-site jobs too. They just take a long time. I do now. I mean, I have a bunch of cameras. I got this camera, EOS 90D. What do I have? I bought a new Canon DSLR camera, but like a month and a half or 2 months ago, and I still haven't set it up. I got like 4 GoPros, so I literally could just have the cameras in a bunch of different angles, recording all the time, and then just do voiceovers and stuff like that. You guys are going. Cyberdog, good morning. I don't know how to say your name, so I'm just going to say hi. I see you have some places with 2 cameras side by side. Are you thinking a 180 or the 360? Let's see here. It may just be because of the map and how the drawing is right here. I couldn't zoom in all the way because the name of the company. Now, we're going to be showing the name of the company anyway when we do the install. There isn't, the only place there would be cameras that are side by side, I think, is right here. So this is the exterior of the building, and they also, so the good thing about this build, everything you see here, there's already cabling there for us. So all of the access point, or not access points, all of the access readers, the door strikes, everything is here. So Jay and I are literally going in, ripping out old stuff and bringing in new stuff. So you're going to see a PTZ camera here, but you're also going to see a turret right there because they had two cameras originally there. But besides that, I don't think there are many cameras that are side by side. We have a couple multi-sensors going in. There's one there and there's one here. And I think the rest of them are U6 turrets. We went with those just because they're good value and they're good coverage. Still 4K as well. From Bosnia, why is Fabric creation limited to owners only? I think I would think it would be something. Yeah, it would be nice if you could create it with super admins, but that's kind of like they did with the Site Magic. You could be owners only. I don't know if they're ever going to switch that though. Good afternoon from the UK. Well, hopefully you made it over to one of the Ubiquity World conferences. Marvelously morning, Cody. Any thoughts on the UK Ultra with the panel antennas? Got a client on a budget. I did have one in my backyard, so it's to reach out to Tesla. Okay. I think it would be all right. I think it would work for you. I had mine in my backyard last summer and it worked well. I couldn't tell you how far it went because my backyard's not very big, and that's literally the only place I've used it. You're excited. I did see some things that from Ubiquity World Conference. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw some things in Ubiquity World Conference that were cool. There were other things that I saw that weren't displayed, but yeah, I'm excited about it as well. Hyper, thank you very much. We are not running Cat 6a at all. We still standard here is to run Cat 6. These cables are already in place anyway, so these are all Cat 6 anyway. Literally everything you see here is Cat 6. And then in the new locations, the only thing we're really running here is doors and cameras. There might be another like access point or two. Because within this area, you're not going to need, this is just the range, right? So in this area, you're not going to need Wi-Fi really. Maybe some people will need it. But then they have like more of a lounge or a bar type thing in this area, which they'll definitely need Wi-Fi. So yeah, we could run Cat 6a to the access points. I don't think it's needed. I think right here is, oh, where is their, forget where their electrical room is. The current electrical room. So they have an electrical room somewhere here. I forget exactly. Unless they put it on the rack, I don't remember. So anyway, they have a rack here, but we're obviously going to have to put another rack in here because of the distance. It probably isn't over 300 feet, but it would be nice to get something else in here. The current rack that they have won't actually hold a ENVR core, so we're going to end up getting one of the 42U racks from Ubiquity, and we're going to move the ENVR core over to here. Probably run like a fiber uplink or something like that between the two, because we have a lot of cameras going in there. It was your second UWC. Also excited. There's somebody in, I'm not going to call names. There's somebody in the Ubiquity Discord under the UWC chat who wasn't very impressed, I guess, with the Paris one. They traveled a long way to get there. They didn't like the food. They didn't like that they only got a free hoodie and didn't get a device. I mean, and they said that they didn't see like a lot of hardware, which is confusing to me because most of the places, or most of the times, every show is pretty much the same with the hardware, like within their staging unit or whatever you want to call it, before you go in and you watch the presentations. So I don't know. Maybe it was just that person. And you really can't complain too much. It's a free show that they're putting on. They give you a free lunch, and yeah, it would be nice to get free hardware, but you got a free hoodie. So I mean, I'd be happy with anything I got. Every time I've been to UWC, I've given away the hardware that I actually have because I just didn't need it. Yeah, I know some things. I do. I know I have some friends who were at a couple of the events, so I've heard of what was. There's a lot of exciting things going on. We're not used. The only place we're using fabrics for is one place right now, and that's just to combine door access, and that's it. Yeah, we'll see. I guess it's a thing. The Beast. They did show it at a couple trade shows, so I can say it is a thing. little bit of a weird naming convention, but it's, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how good it is. Oh, big project. 20 E7 campus APs. Holy, that's a big job. Will there be another controller for the AV and speakers coming soon? I doubt it. I would still think, I'm not sure how they're going to do it. Like, I think the switches are still going to be in the UniFi network application, and the speakers will be a part of play. Oh wait, they don't have speakers. So if you had the actual AV units, whatever they're called, where do they have it? Advanced hosted premium IoT. I have 2 of these in my sitting in my basement right now. I need to buy some speakers for it. But if you have the power amps, they're going to be showing up in UniFi Play. So their actual switches, they would show up in network. I would assume that's how they're going to work. I don't have any of their AV stuff, even though people think I do. I don't. I guess I am just not understanding how Fabrics is beneficial to MSPs. Well, I'm going to look into it because I am going to be doing a video probably this week about the Fabrics. I did an initial video, I think, on Fabrics. Let me see. But they've changed a couple things, especially the naming. Let me just see here. I'm pretty sure I did a video on Fabric. Yeah, I did. January 21st, 2026. I'll put this in here, but I'm going to end up doing a new video on it because they did add a couple things. I think there's something called like blueprints or something like that. I could be wrong on that name though. Was Paris quite good, or was a hood like as bad? People do expect a lot. I can't wait for them to come to, like, I would love them to come to Canada. Even if they went to, you know, the Miami again, I'd still go to Miami, but it would be nice to see them in Toronto. They've never done a show in Toronto. They leave out us Canadians, which is terrible. I'm not sure. I wasn't at the Ubiquity World Conference. You could check out Inside Wire. He had a video based on it, and so did NAS Compares. Are you good at troubleshooting Wi-Fi issues? I have a UniFi 6AP, and when it hit over 50 clients, I get slower speeds. Well, the more clients you have on it, the slower the speeds you're going to get. PM, how's it going? UWC London was great. I was actually going to come to London, and then I couldn't because we got too much stuff going on. Yeah, 20 E7 APs would be a lot. I did I haven't got the relay yet. I ordered one. So I just ordered one the other day. They really need to put this on the Canadian side too. Find a certified installer. But yeah, I ordered this relay. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I have no idea. Maybe my garage door? Maybe? I have no, I don't even know. I don't really know what to use it for, so I'm going to have to think about that. I'm also going to have to get a power adapter to power it up because I didn't think of that when I bought it either. But yeah, those came out, like, I didn't even know they were coming out. So we didn't get shipped anything early to us for it. Nobody did. So I think Monty bought some and I bought one. Fabrics is perfect for MSPs. Set up one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So your MSP would probably be the owner of all your sites. And then, well, you'd have to be the owner of all the sites because if you weren't, you wouldn't be able to do the Fabrics unless they changed it. They might have changed it so super admins could do it. I don't know. I have to look into it more. What are your thoughts on using the G6 Pro 360 on all four corners of a building versus the center of a wall? The G6 360, is that even outdoor rated? We have used them outdoors and we always got water damage. But that could have been the areas that we were putting them in. Are they outdoor? I don't know. No, they're just tamper. Oh no, they're IP66. Yeah, I mean, you could do it if it's weather rated. Just make sure you obviously put your grommet in. I would probably put it on all four corners. For me, I would almost rather, well, these are $4.99, so they're not that expensive. I would almost put like I'd probably put like a G6 PTZ on the corners. The G6 PTZs, it has a pretty wide angle, and it would, it could actually move. So I'd probably end up doing that. I don't mind the fisheye lens of things, but some people don't like it. Or you get the new multi-sensor, but the multi-sensor is what, $2,500, something like that. Nico, good morning. How's it going? Ubiquiti create an amazing switch for the AV, but only create the EAV bridge. So I'm not an audio video person. It's a whole different ballgame, but I'm gonna try to learn some more because I wouldn't mind getting into the space for sure. Like we're doing this plastic surgery place right now, and I'm gonna be filming that one as well. We didn't film any of the cabling, just because we had a tight time frame. But I'll show you the cable and stuff like that. So we had about 80 cables or 60K. I forget how many cables we have in there, but they asked us to do audio video as well. There was about 50 or 60 speakers, and I'm like, no, I don't know audio. So I got this other guy to help us out who did the co-working space with us, and they're going to be doing that. They do great work, so I'm glad we got them in. But for me, like we'd be able to double our money or triple it or whatever if we were in the AV space and I knew more about it. So I'm definitely going to learn. The EAV bridge looks pretty interesting as well. Last year, it was definitely slightly better. There were some hardware missing this year that they had a few. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Some of the things that I saw were really interesting, and I'm excited to actually get my hands on it. If they come to Canada, you'd go. Well, you would have to. I would hope they do it in Toronto, although I've never been to BC before. Punta Cana. I've been to Punta Cana before. Well, you just have to come back to Miami, right? Great food. A lot of new stuff was talked about in the UI staff and got some possible. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know what that person was talking about, but you know what? Everybody's opinion's different. They're entitled to it, and if they didn't like it, I mean, yeah, that's a long way to travel, but I mean, I traveled to Miami and stuff for it, so, and I just love going to it. No ETA, no idea. Nope. Let's see. I've been to Munich this week. First time at UWC for me. I liked it very much, and I agree. You should not expect anything for free. I think last year what they gave us, I'm pretty sure it was the UDB. I think it was this. Pretty sure they gave us this last year. I think they gave us a U7 Pro before as well. I think they gave us one of these, and I think I gave it away because I didn't want to put it in my suitcase. It was just too much stuff in there. The professionals use SDI, not HDMI. Interesting. See, that's where I need to get more knowledge on audio video. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be getting any of the enterprise audio stuff. Like I said, I'm not really an audio person, but I want to get into it. I'd obviously, like, if we had a client to test it out, and I'd definitely do that as well. They'd have to be in Canada and in Ontario. Good morning from Minnesota. Good morning from Suriname. How's it going? UDM leaked my data. Some guy posted a video a couple days ago. Have you seen it? If so, what are your thoughts? I have not seen it. If you're in my Discord, I don't know if you're in my Discord. You can't post links in chat. Well, hold on. Let me just see if I can find it. I'm not going to play it on stream. And it's probably fake. Or maybe not fake, but they probably... Oh, this guy right here. I don't think... Hold on. I don't want to bring up his... I gotta watch it first. I gotta watch it first before making any judgments. All of a sudden, it's certainly... I don't know if that's true. Maybe it is. The title is misleading. I performed a security audit. Clickbait and wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Just based off the initial comments here. I don't know. It's hard to it's hard to say. I'll watch the video later and then I'll give you my thoughts if you're in my Discord. Do you think the UMVR is overkill for 3 G6 turrets? Maybe. Possibly, but it depends on how much you actually want to keep for data storage, right? Or video storage. So if you're looking for long-term storage, then it's not overkill, really. I was talking to a friend about your home AP setup. Recalled it's being quite overpowered. What access point are you currently using at home? So I'm not actually using that many. I probably need to add another one. I think it was in my 2026 video. I have a well, okay, it is a little bit overkill for the house, but I need to add more so that we have better Wi-Fi upstairs, which I have cables running everywhere. I'm just lazy, apparently. So E7, we have the E7 in the basement. That's just sitting in my network rack right now. And then in the main floor of the house, I'm using the, whoops. Where'd that go? No, I don't want that filter. The main room, I'm using the U7 Pro XG wall. Right above my head, I have a cable. I did have the E7 working there, but the cable's broken and I still haven't fixed it. So I got to fix that. We have actually in the master bedroom, there's another cable in the closet. So I'm going to end up putting another AP of some sort in there. So 3 APs, I mean, usually an AP floor does pretty well. But again, you don't want to cause yourself too much interference either. Any NDA videos coming up? I will be honest right now, I don't have any videos filmed at the moment. I have been slacking. I am going to be stopping slacking, and we're going to get back into these videos. We've had so much work going on. Like last week, we finally finished the 50 door job, access job. I didn't film it. I wish I did. What else? We just had so much going on. It's been crazy. There may be, though. Watch out. I may start filming something this afternoon. Great computer servers. How's it going? A lot of people expect stuff like SMB and SME. Yes. In Munich, only the hoodies and lunch drinks. Looking forward to next year. Maybe they will reintroduce free hardware. Yeah, I mean, it was cool for me. I just don't. I'm not huge on the free hardware because I have so much, but I'd get it when people do go. Maybe they don't get like all this free gear that we get to review and do stuff on. So it's a nice thing for Ubiquity to do for sure. Yes, Techie, how's it going? Yeah, oh, actually, that's what I want to talk about. If you want on-site jobs, there's a couple people I'm going to shout out here. Yes, Techie's one of them. You guys do great jobs. Great job on your video. I did just watch this video here. So yes, Techie, they have about 75 videos, and the majority of them, I guess that's probably with shorts as well. The majority of them are on-site or they're at different conferences for Ubiquity and stuff like that. This one was really cool. And one thing that I didn't even know about when watching this video is you could create visitor passes with endpoint. I didn't even know that. And then I looked in UniFi Access today. I'm like, oh my God, that would have saved me so much trouble on a couple jobs. But I'll post their video right here. Go give them a sub. There was one other, hold on a sec. Am I following them? I found these people on Facebook. They were on Facebook. That's where I originally found them. This is another on-site, but it's not just focused on Ubiquity. Where the heck are they? I'll just search the name up. Let's see. Actually, if we they need to get up to 1,000 subs. Actually, I think the YouTube monetization has, I think it's changed a little bit. I think you only need 500 subs or something like that. But Ring and Ping, I was seeing their Facebook post everywhere. I was seeing them throughout Instagram. And then I DM'd the person just asking if they have a YouTube page, and they do. So they do a bunch of different jobs. Like they're using Verkada there. They do Ubiquity as well. They do super clean cabling. I mean, they do everything. So that's another great channel to follow if you're looking for more of the on-site stuff. I do need to make it to California one year. Chantel and I were going to go to San Francisco last year. I forget what it was for. Their Ubiquity was at some conference, and it was just too short notice that we couldn't get there. Jason, how's it going from South Africa? Do you have a full UniFi networking setup guide? I just released one. I mean, I have a couple. I have like 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. 2026, is this it? It didn't get as many views as I was hoping, but it should be evergreen, hopefully. So this is the new guide. This is for UniFi Network. 2026 full walkthrough. That's that link that I just posted there. By the way, Cody, thank you for your videos. They teach me a lot about the UniFi network. Much appreciate the knowledge. No problem. That is why I do it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Did you see the memory surcharge? Yes, I did, and I was really scared. Because this job that we just quoted, or we quoted it and we got it, so I had to buy about, I don't know, it was like $30,000 worth a year or something like that. But we didn't account for memory charges in that because it didn't exist at that point. And I was just placing my orders after the last couple days. Luckily, we were only charged an extra $50. It was for, honestly, I don't even know what it was for. It might have been, we didn't buy a Switch, so I'm not sure what it was for. It was for something, but we got charged only an extra $50. You know what? It was inevitable that was going to happen because, I mean, memory prices are huge, so it's going to affect everybody. It's going to affect Ubiquity. It's going to affect, at least they put it within their line item and they don't just tack up their prices. I don't know. I don't think it's a terrible thing. It does suck that we have to pay more. But if you're running a business, I mean, you're going to pass that off to the customer anyway. But if you're just doing it for your home, I mean, it kind of sucks to have to pay a bit more. I don't like that the 5-port 2.5 gig switch, all lights are the same and not like the old Flex one, custom lights. Did they have custom lights? I don't even remember. I haven't used one of those switches in quite a while. James, how's it going? You were at UWC London last week. I should have went. I might try to go next year. I've actually never been to that side of the world, so that would be interesting. Memory surcharge definitely caused a disruption. I had to modify a few upcoming jobs. Yeah, I need to put like a line item in my estimates saying like, I don't even know. Because there was first the tariff charges and then memory. So I'm going to have to put a line item in any upcoming new estimates. Because I don't really know until, like when I'm going to do an estimate, I don't charge more on hardware. So if you see a U7 Pro XG wall for $400, we're going to charge you $400 for it. Now, I am a part of the partner program, which I could go to distributor, and some of the enterprise gear is at a discount, so I do make a little bit of money off that. But right from here, it doesn't tell you, and which would be nice if it told you right on this page that there was that extra memory charge, because now I have to actually put in my cart to actually see that. Having to change the client, on new and hardware, yeah. We were lucky with this one because this was a big project that I already quoted. I think it was last week or something like that. And they already paid. So it wasn't like I was going to say if it was an extra couple $1,000, I couldn't be like, well, you got to pay me for, memory cost. What's happening with the house updates? The 26 speakers. So you're talking about this. I don't know if I have, where could I find that? Do I have it in a playlist? I probably don't. On-site jobs 2026 videos. Oh, I do. It's this job right here. So this job was cool. We haven't been back, but I guess there is an update because the person that we did this house for, they're building another house. So we're going to be doing that house. So there's going to be another video. We'll most likely go back to this place because there is a couple things we need to add. They're going to be adding Superlink. We're waiting on some Superlink things to come out, and then we're going to retrofit their house all with Superlink. So I'll do an updated video when we go back to that house. I'll also do a video on their new house. We'll actually film the rough-in this time though, because we didn't last time. What did I film? I just filmed us terminating the rack. The cables and stuff were all ready to run. Why did that go so? Can I not zoom out of this? If I go like that. Oh, there we go. It was a cool job though. It was a cool job. How do you think tools like Claude and Mythos will affect you? Honestly, I haven't even had time to look into any of that type stuff, so I'm not 100% sure. Like I've used Claude a little bit. It's mostly for like I'm just started playing Diablo 4, so it's like for the best builds because I suck at video games. That's really what I've been using Claude for. So to answer your question, I have no idea. Yeah, no, it would be a good time. I know quite a few people there in that side of the world. So next year when they do it, I will say right now 90% chance I would be there. Is anyone aggregating the ports on the UDM Pro to the switches? I noticed this feature a couple weeks ago. I haven't. Not on my UDM Pro. I've done it switch to switch though. In the US, is Ubiquiti planning on refunding the tariff charges we all paid? Is it like reversed or something? I'm not 100% sure. And I'm not, I don't know if they are or not. They haven't released the statement and I'm not sure. Sorry, didn't mean custom lights. I meant that the light up green, orange, and for the 5-port. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think I have a couple of them in my closet. I could take a look at them. Yeah, make sure to hit the like button. I don't even know where we're at here. Where the heck are we? 18 likes and 96 people here. Yeah, it'd be great if you could. In Europe, we have a camera junction box crisis. They are all sold out. I think they're all sold out here too, maybe. It's unfortunate because it is hard to find good junction boxes for cameras. Where am I looking at for cameras? And the one thing about this, their standard junction box is huge. Like, it's massive. So I think they need to come out with some more boxes that they could actually keep in stock. Like, these things are huge. It doesn't look that big there, but it is actually really big. Let's see. Tyler Hendricks. I don't even know if I follow him, but I know who he is. Let me see. YouTube. I think his channel's smaller, right? Pretty sure. Oh, it's not bringing up his channel. It's bringing up some other guy, some fitness creator. UniFi? Oh, here he is right here. Yeah, he's at 900. He's only got he's got 1,000 to go. So here, I'll make it. There we go. Tyler Hendricks. Yeah, he's done a couple that I've seen it. I must follow him on X or something like that, or on Twitter, because I've seen a lot of his videos on there. I haven't seen them on YouTube. I don't actually watch a ton of YouTube, not anymore. And if I do, it's really not any Ubiquiti stuff. I mean, sometimes I do, but not all the time. I also enjoy watching WonderTech. Yep, WonderTech's great. I met him in Miami. He's a really nice person. How depth and why things work. Great for beginners and not fluent on networking. Yes, WonderTech is awesome. WonderTech. Who else did I meet there? WonderTech. I met. Obviously, I met Inside Wire. He was there. Unified IT. They were there. NAS. No, not NAS Compares. He wasn't there. Gosh, who was there? What's the guy? He does NAS stuff. Oh my God. His name's Will. Why can't I think of his channel? Yeah, I met you. I met you too as well. Yeah, Frederick. Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Will. Oh my God. I'm trying to look through his names and see if anybody comes up with the first. There's WonderTech there. He used to do a lot of Synology. Yes, Space Rex. Yes. That's it. Dinosaur. I mean, Dinosaur would have led me to saying that. It's just large. It's just large. It's not that it sticks out too much, but we went to this, it was like a huge mansion, and we had a couple cameras that needed back boxes. And the owner's like, no, we can't put those on my house. They're too big. So that's the issue with those back boxes. You can probably just buy some, universal ones from Amazon and make them work. You're going to end up having to put in your own screw holes, though. Everybody say hi to Chantel. She's in here, and I know she wants me to shout this out. She's got a I think it would be the channel for the cats. Not Travel and Tales. It was I don't even know what the other one's called. Tales and Travel? Where the heck is it? Travel and Tales. That's here. I'll just do both. This is the channel for like the travel stuff. Let's see, where's the other one? Is it Tales and Travel? I don't even know. Where the heck did it go? We need to put tails in travel? Oh. Is it all one word? Oh, here it is. This one's more to do with the like other cats. We have a lot of cats coming onto our property, probably because Chantel feeds them. I would assume so. But the black cat right here that's in this little knapsack that we have, it's our neighbor's cat behind us. Well, this little cat has a full litter now of other cats, and he brings one of his sons along. So you could go watch those if you want. We did actually buy a new catio. So that's going to be set up. I'm probably going to post it to my main channel because it's going to be a lot of time lapse for the catio build, but we're going to end up putting a bunch of new cameras in there. I'm trying to figure out a way where I could, because we have this little small window and it's a small sliding window. So we slide the window open, the cats go out, they're directly into the catio. So we don't need to pick them up, bring them in the backyard into the catio. I want to find a way where I could get like some sort of motor to automatically open that door if it recognizes the cat's face on a schedule, because I don't want them going out at nighttime. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that, because I think that would make for, I mean, it would be kind of a dumb video, but it would be interesting as well. And I may put UniFi access on it for whatever reason. I don't know what I'm going to do with the UniFi access, but it would be kind of interesting. Monty, how's it going? Yeah, Space Rex. Yeah, he's a great guy. Well, Alex, he does a lot of stuff, right? He does the UI chat. He does his Hostify stuff. He does like electric vehicle stuff as well. Let's see. What would you say is better than the Ubiquity box, and how does it look with the G6 turret? The Ubiquity, it's hard for me to say what would actually work well with those. You just have to look on Amazon too. A lot of the times we're going into like drywall, so we don't need to worry about it. If you're using like a bullet style camera, you don't need to buy a back box. You could just plug directly in. It's more so if you're using like one of these cameras, like a turret camera that has that whip on it, or the pigtail, or whatever you call it. Right? That's what gives you the issue, because where do you hide that, right? So that's why you need the back box, and you don't want to blow like a massive hole in your brick either. So, I know some people recommended some before, but I can't think of the name off the top of my head. I'm using a non-unified junction box for G5 Ultras and augments the form factor. Unlike the unified junction box, which are huge. Yeah, like that's what we've done. Like when we've had to do corner brackets, well, you got to think about it. They're PTZ cameras. They don't even have corner brackets for it, right? Which is a huge thing. Like the PTZ cameras need to have corner brackets. Most people are putting PTZ cameras on corners so they could see two directions of the different building. So I wish they would come out with something like that. So we've just been buying them off Amazon, corner brackets, and putting in our own custom holes. Let's see. Where am I? I will throw you under the bus. You're the one feeding the animals. We have a raccoon coming. There's a couple. The reason I don't want the girls out at night is because there's a skunk in our backyard every night now. And it would really suck for them to get sprayed, because that will cost a bunch of money and they'll stink. Long-time listener, a second-time caller, working a project where I'm trying to design a portable officiating, I don't know if I said that right, camera setup for a karting series in the States. Roughly 30 cameras. Oh, wow. Honestly, I don't know. Send me an email. I can't think off the top of my head. I'll just plug this right now. Just go to my website. You could send me an email. You just go through the hire us thing. Send me an email and I could kind of let you know my thoughts. Actually, here, we'll click on that. This is just a form. It just fills in the form and it will just push to my email. Finally snagged a 2U UPS last week. It was in the US store for a couple hours. The box, I know the box in the box is really big. Oh yeah, I know. That's why I said you just need to come back to UWC. We all went out to dinner, didn't we? Me, you, Frederick. Well, you and Frederick shared a hotel room, if I'm not mistaken. James, I was thinking NFC collars, but our cats don't wear collars, so that's the only thing that why it wouldn't work. I made a video where I used a UniFi camera as a website or a webcam. Dumb videos are fun. Yes, they are. Yep. I think the catio probably did decently. The catio video that we did a while ago. I mean, my channel wasn't as big then either. Let me see. Catio. Oh, that was in 2022. Holy. See how long it's gone. It didn't do that well. It got 8,000 views. I mean, it did okay, but yeah. Anyway, we're going to end up putting, I don't even know what cameras I'm going to put in there. Well, I'm going to put a bunch. We're not going to put any Wi-Fi in there, though. Oh, you do that? Oh, nice. I think that charging status is probably his bigger channel, I would think. Rotor, how's it going from Saskatoon? I really need to travel more of Canada. I've barely seen Canada. Any help for the UK PDU? I don't know if want to use it for the heartbeat sensor. I'm not sure if that'll ever come there or if it's there. Don't forget Jake from LTT. He just got a farm and pretty sure it will be full of Ubiquity. He's already started doing some of his farm stuff. I watched one of his videos. I didn't see his last video. That would be amazing. I would love to have what he just bought. You're going to use the G6 turret and its brick wall and the tube and the cable. Oh, yeah. So you'll probably need a back box. The new multi-sensor camera comes with the corner bracket included with the camera. Is it included? I don't think it is. I think you have to pay for it. I think it's a couple $100 too. Right? So in the box, it, yeah, no, it doesn't come with a corner bracket. They do have a corner bracket. Oh, why is it? It doesn't show on the Canada store. I have one in the basement. Oh, here it is. The arm mount. It's $200. Oh, that's not, but that isn't a corner bracket either. Versatile mounting on angled or, oh, enabling flat or angled. Okay, gotcha. Let's go to the product page. Oh, okay. So you can do it as like a angled mount. I wonder if you could almost use this piece here. You could probably use that for a PTZ camera as well. I mean, that's typically what we go with. But this will just make it stick out, the actual camera stick out more. It's a little expensive, not gonna lie. $200 for a mount. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be chipping the animals to get the window open for them. Literally, it would just be for the video, so we'll probably not do that. The cats need Wi-Fi? Nah, they don't. They don't need nothing. I don't even need Wi-Fi in our backyard because it's so small and so close to the U7 Pro XG. It was him pulling fiber. Yeah, I know. I saw the title that he was only getting like, what, 2 megabits per second down. I gotta close some of my windows here. Oops. That one. Oh, did this actually download? I'm having issues with no, it didn't. I'm having issues with Case Manager where it won't download the case. It says the zip downloads, but it doesn't download. Do you believe the Edge lineup of cameras which are due in Q3 will make the AI port and AI key obsolete? If not, I haven't really looked into the Edge cameras too much. What my understanding of the Edge cameras, have they been announced? I don't even remember. And what would they be? Are they like dome? Oh, they have been announced. Okay. All-weather tamper-resistant 4K PoE camera that supports standalone operation, no MVR required. So that's the biggest thing right there. You don't need an MVR. So it would be like Protect is running locally on the camera, I guess. integrated AI powered searches, 2.3 optical zoom, blah, blah, blah. So it looks like they're putting in all the AI features and you don't even need a video recorder. So that's kind of interesting. I seen his video where he rerouted his fiber connection. Oh, yuck. Yeah, that wouldn't be fun. His last one was running 3 fiber cables and sorting out the shockingly bad ISP install. Yeah, I'll probably end up watching it today if I get some time. Yeah, I haven't seen all of Lars's videos either. I've seen a couple of them, though. Oh, no worries. No worries. Yeah, it's not included. I mean, they did send me a AI multi-sensor and they sent me a corner mount. I'm not using the corner mount right now, but we'll just save it for another project. But I may do a full dedicated video on the AI multi-sensor. You've never seen somebody so happy. He's got a really good camera presence. I wish I was that good on camera, but I'm not. The PTZ corner mount. Well, okay, this is for the small PTZs though. You can't use this for like the industrials. Yeah, those are just for these little guys. Which is good. I mean, it's only $19, so that's even a bigger bonus. In Fabrics, if you have multiple cameras on one site, yeah, Fabrics is gonna be really cool. That'll probably be my next video out, is going over the new Fabrics, kind of what the general release was compared to the early access release. How long we've been going? 46 minutes. I'll probably go about an hour today. I need to get some videos done. I just gotta figure it out. I gotta figure out what I want to do. How does the G6 PTZ stick out with the corner mount? Because I have a water drain. It doesn't stick out that much. It's like it's like an inch. Like, it's not super far. You'd kind of see it here. It's really not that far from the corner. My sister-in-law's need to replace their Ring camera, and I'm debating the NVR Instant or the Edge cameras. She has an old UDR. I do like the NVR Instant kits. My brother just installed one at his uncle or brother-in-law's or uncle-in-law's or something like that. And it works well. We installed one at my buddy's house too. What else has come out? Let's see. What else was it? Oh, we didn't even talk about the enterprise EV switches yet. What the heck? I mean, we kind of did. So these are cool. They look cool. They have ether lighting, it looks like. So that's cool. They're going to be wider switches. And it looks like they have 4 fans, hot swappable modules, which is great. They got the 2 PSUs. 4 multi-speed 100 gig QSFP, so 100 gig /40. That's cool. What else do they have? They have the fiber one. So that's also cool. 100 gig. Same idea, but with fiber ports. And then they got the bridge. Where the heck is the bridge? Bridge. AV bridge. There we go. PoE powered AV over IP transceiver that bridges 4K 60 HDMI and professional XLR audio. So that's going to be cool. I don't know what I'd do with it. I guess you could build out video walls or something with it. I guess. I don't know. Is that the thing that you would be doing it with it? Let's see. What is the enterprise audio bridge for? AV streaming device that operate over IP network. It serves as a streaming bridge. So I guess what some people did say, they could leave like their Apple TVs in their network rack and just run an HDMI up to their TV. I guess that would be interesting. Have you played with Udo? I have not. Mac Telecom World Conference in Toronto. I mean, I just don't think that many people would show up to meet me in Toronto. I would think more. Actually, at this job that we're going to do for the range, somebody recognized me there, which I wasn't, which was kind of crazy. I thought it was the owner. He's like, no, I'm just coming to buy some stuff here. I'm like, oh, interesting. So all these AV suites, I don't have any of the AV stuff. I swear on Moki's life right now. I don't have them yet. I don't know if I'm getting them though. I need your help choosing between the G6 Bullet and the G6 Turret. Any advice? The G6 Bullet would be easier to install than the G6 Turret. That's the advice I'd give to you. The bridge is awesome. I want to move our store over to the stuff with the HDMI distribution and audio. Yeah, and a multi-zone. Oh, cool. It is for multi-panel making up single images. Yep. Well, I actually posted a video in Discord. I think it was last week. My brother and I were out for lunch, and their audio and video was so out of sync. It was insane. And it was for like a big I'm not a sports fan, so I'm not sure what it was. It was for a big basketball game, I think. And so one TV would be on time and the rest would be delayed. And the only TV that we could see were delayed. So you'd hear everybody screaming, and then 2 seconds later or 4 seconds later, we'd see what happened. I asked about the AirWire and having one with Ethernet. He said, if you want Ethernet, just use the device bridge. Yep. Yeah, and that makes sense. I don't know how much you need to... You're talking about like getting in... is this the program creator? I honestly don't know what how you get in. Like, I don't know what the standard is for it, because back when I kind of got in with Ubiquiti, they didn't have any of this stuff. You couldn't apply. It's just they just reached out to you pretty much. So what you could do, just apply and see if they get back to you, and then if they don't, wait a little bit longer till you grow a bit of a bigger following, and then apply again. Yeah, well, it all depends on your social reach, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how they determine how to bring people in. I know there are some people who have like 1,000 subs or maybe around there who they'll help out. Obviously, they're going to start off probably slowly, but I can't really speak on how they do that program. Would you use a Ubiquiti camera arm to stick it out the side? So like where my PTZ is, or where I had it, it's where my G6 180 is now, but I just had it flat on the front of my house. But I would use, yeah, I'd use the Ubiquiti one. If like where I was gonna have it was on the corner of the house, and then I could look down one side and the other, but I decided not to do that. In Protect, search always defaults to best match. Unfortunately, I always want the most recent, and I always have to go and change it. I don't know if there's a way that you could set that at default. I'm not 100% sure. Hit that like button, people. We will only be on here a little bit longer. I do have an EV station. Which one, though? It's actually sitting on the floor. I think it's this one. Where we were going to install it, they didn't end up using it. They ended up going with something different. So I got to figure out somebody who can install it for me and who has an EV. I also have... Okay, so I have this to do a video on, but I also have this. Would anybody be interested in the PoE, this guy, a video on the PoE audio port? I had it hooked up to my speakers up here, but I forget why I took them out. That would be kind of cool, teaching the cats to push the button to go outside. I could always do like a crossing line event. Oh, but then I'd have to have an indoor camera. I don't really want a camera inside, but I could, if I did, I always could have like a G4 instant or G6 instant just pointing towards where they jump up to get to the window, and once they cross that line, it would open the door. I haven't had, so I don't have I don't have power amps installed right now. They're still in the box, but I haven't had that specific issue, and we have installed them, and my customers haven't had it either. Could be cabling, maybe, possibly. Yeah, I need to Well, I don't need. I need a new car. My car is like 2014 or 2015 Elantra. It's I don't treat my car the greatest, but it's paid, so I don't want to buy a new one right now. Yes, on the audio port. Okay, I will definitely find that. So glad you quit that job, but it's weird being fully self-employed. It is weird, isn't it? They do not support 70 volt. I forget what it is. Somebody in here may know. I guess we could look at technical. Let's see if it has volt. Does not have volt. B? Oop. Here, it isn't 70. I forget what it was, though. I'm probably just missing it. Is this it here? 130. See, I don't know how to read all this stuff. This is why audio is so confusing compared to networking. Networking's easy. Audio isn't. Hey, good morning. How's it going? You drive a 1990 Jeep Cherokee Sport. Oh, nice. As my daily driver. Yeah, I mean, it looks a little odd, though, when I'm showing up in a Hyundai Elantra with 2 ladders and 6 boxes of cable. We do typically use my brother's truck for pretty much all our jobs, though. Yeah, what are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we have a house job to do some cameras. The cable's already there, so that's good. I think Tuesday we're doing a fiber job. I'm not 100% sure. Wednesday we have a cabling job. Thursday we're going to probably be at the same cabling job for cameras. Friday we were doing something, but what were we? Oh, Friday we have another cabling job. Friday, Saturday. And then the week after we have a ton of work to do. So it's never ending, which is good. Compared the Sonos amp to the UniFi amp, I use both and have enjoyed the Sonos experience so much more. I don't have a Sonos amp, so I probably wouldn't end up doing that. I do have that Sonos One, but I don't. When I'm playing audio, I sit here and I listen to music because I have these KRK monitors, speaker monitors. But I would love to have whole home audio. But I don't know if we want to cut open all our ceilings to do that. We'll see. Is Protect going to come out with a full home alarm system? Well, that's kind of what I think they're gearing towards for cybersecurity, or not cybersecurity. For the sensors, Superlink. But they're not there yet. They still have other things to come out. They have glass breaks. They have entry sensors. They have, what else do they have? Glass break. Superlink right here. They have the Superlink gateways. They have the entry sensor, motion sensor, glass break, the sirens. They have the relay, the environmental sensor. And then they have this alarm hub. So this alarm hub, though, is to connect to third-party sensors, I guess it would be, and they're wired sensors. So it's getting there. It's just not there yet. And there's no third-party monitoring as of yet. I think they did mention in their Protect video or Protect 7 video that it will have monitoring with a company called like Noonlight or something like that. It would be really cool. It would be cool. UniFi PA, I have sync issues. Sonos is much more refined. Well, Sonos has been in the game a lot longer too, I guess. Yeah, the alarm hub. I'm looking forward to the alarm hub because whoever originally bought that, we were the second owners in this house, but they put wires for motion sensors and contacts. So I'm gonna get an alarm hub and I'm gonna do it all for our house. I use Apple HomePods for the whole home audio. Nice. I have a couple Google speakers, but I rarely use them anymore. They did say more about that UWC as in third-party monitoring. Yeah, that's like a huge one for companies. We're waiting on actually switching a company out to the retro hubs, like the access hubs, because they want to have the security system at the same time. So I'm hoping they come out with that soon, then we could do that job. I think using the UniFi relay to trigger a strobe when you get critical network or crucial network alerts would, yeah, that would be kind of cool actually. Jack, how's it going? Good to see you. That would actually be cool. I should have it tomorrow. I should have this tomorrow too. I should have this tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the hard drives cost more money than this whole unit. Oh, wait. We're on the US store. Look at that price. Isn't that nuts? But it's a beast of a unit. We're only going to be, oh, you could do up to 300 4K cameras. We're only going to be at like 100. Oh, well, it's going to be cool to test out. I wonder, can you buy the bezel for it? I don't know if you can. I wonder if hard drives cost more. Okay, so $7,000. We only bought 8 terabyte hard drives for now, but we bought 16 of them. Can we buy? Nope. So, I mean, it's pretty close. $6,000 just in hard drive space, which is kind of insane. Cody the human autofill. Yeah, this would be interesting. I don't know. It is a pricey unit, but if you could do 300 cameras on, holy crap. But then again, how many? Okay, so if you have 4K cameras, you have 300. Even doing 24 terabytes, you're only getting 15 days. Right? So you're gonna have to do expansion units on it. It's gonna be a pricey unit, but compared to others, it's probably actually not that bad. I would think. The hard drives are what's gonna kill you right now, anyway. Yeah, hard drives are insanely priced right now. It is crazy. Within my QuickBooks, I have like predefined things like, you know, a UDM Pro Max. It's for this price. I can't go based off of any of that stuff anymore. My hard drives, I think were, oh gosh, I forgot what they were. Not 300. I think they were $250 at one time, and now they're $385, which is nuts. Do I need to subscribe to 2 different WAN providers to get in order to get both WireGuard and OpenVPN? I don't think so. I mean I run Nord. They don't. You can't really get onto WireGuard with Nord, I don't believe, unless you use some like Nord Pass thing. So I'm not 100% sure on that. Like I use Nord and I use private internet access, I think it's called, in Mullvad. But with Nord, I've been able to run multiple different VPN clients with it, so I'm not too sure. But ask your last questions. I will stay on here another couple minutes. I can. What? Let's see. Oh my gosh. These are in stock. I should buy a bunch of them up. A bunch of them. And then resell them for double. No, I'm joking. I would never do that. That would be terrible. Terrible. What? I was looking for something else in stock and I forget what it is. What was I looking for? I forget what I was looking for. I may put up an... I have so many cameras, or not cameras. I have so many cables hanging out of the house. I need to put up some new cameras. I might do that today. It's warm out. I actually have a horn too in my basement. What could I do with that horn? I could yell at my neighbors through it. Get off my... Oh, like yell at them to stay off my property. That would be so funny. What else? There was this, I had to buy this 5 gig. So I bought a new MacBook Neo. And I've used it once. I barely turned it on. Anyway, it's decent for the price. It was like, what, $800,000, something like that. The issue with it, the 10 gig Ethernet adapter doesn't work with it just because of how low powered it is. So anyway, I ended up buying this. This should be here on, I'm hoping tomorrow or Tuesday. That's the biggest reason why I don't like new laptops. They don't have a built-in Ethernet, and I hate carrying extra stuff around with me. Like this is gonna make, I'm gonna forget it so many times. But either way, I'm gonna need it. Thank you for the $4.99. I really appreciate it. I'm really hoping UniFi starts to leverage their current and upcoming AI products to do more things. Currently, underwhelming. I think some of the, I like their new updates in UniFi 7.0 or Protect 7.0, but I do agree it feels like we're kind of going backwards on some things. Like some of the detections aren't great right now, but I'm hoping that they could do better with it. Let's see. I wish Tailscale would give a WireGuard endpoint for UniFi. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Yes, hit the like button. That would be great. I guess you need to shift your focus. Well, it all depends on what your current channel's doing, right? Like there's people who I don't even know. I don't know people. I think you could get into the program probably with 1,000 subs. I don't know though. I don't know what they go based off of. Not sure anymore. You could play. Let's think about this. What can you play? You could play stuff out. You could play some audio files out of it for sure. Yeah, get off my yard when somebody, you know, I'll create a, you know, line crossing thing and it will scream at them. USB 3.2 port. Oh, gotcha. I should have looked into that. Thank you for the membership. 14 months. That is huge. That's probably the beginning of when I set out memberships. What do we have for members right now? Not too much. I keep saying I'll do something, but I could always do videos early. You guys do get these emotes, which no one ever uses, but there we go. I should put Spencer in here. Oh, where did I see Spencer? I forgot. He was in one of the videos. We actually made a meme of him, or not a meme, but emoji in my Discord about him. Oh, let's watch this video quickly. Yeah, quickly before I leave. Where can I watch it? That is easy to watch it. YouTube? I guess YouTube would be the best, wouldn't it? Mac Telecom Networks. Telecom Networks. Oop. Shorts. I'm going to mute myself so that you guys could listen to it if you haven't watched this video. I just don't want you guys to hear double playback. Hold on a sec. You guys can't hear it. Crap. Let me go back 1 sec. Pause. Audio. Check. Placing 3 doors and 1 gate with the UniFi Access Retro Kit. This works perfectly because we weren't able to rerun cables as they were very difficult to do. The gate was connected to Hub 2 and it was acting as a dry relay as the gate operator provided power to it. We can see I swipe my fob and then the gate opens up. We didn't need a big reader because there's only a couple people who park here. Next up is replacing the G2 Reader Pro with an intercom. This way we could use the directory features for the tenants. When you select a tenant, it will call their cell phone and they could either answer it by pressing 1 or they could open up the door by pressing the asterisk sign. All right, so a couple things here. Let me see. Like this is a crazy mess. These are all going to be taken out. So we didn't just use UniFi. This is the job actually where we put in like almost 50 doors. All these access panels are going out. The reason we ended up using the retro stuff, and yeah, the cabling doesn't look that great. It's hard. We're going to come back with some sticky pads and stuff like that and redo the cabling within here. Where was I going with this? Oh, the reason why. So all their readers were in the parking garage, and it was almost impossible to get like a new 18.2 or an 18.4 there and a Cat 6 to the reader. So I'm like, Jay, we have 2 extra hubs, or like retro hubs. We have a bunch of retro readers. Let's just do that. Way easier. Way easier. It took us way less time. So yeah, you can see the dry relay. It's not showing the gate status, like if the doors open and close, because the original cabling didn't have that. The client's not used to that anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. This box probably should be changed out. It looks hideous. You could tell here, this is where the other reader was, which was like this massive HID reader. Either way, they're going to be close enough to scan it. Most people will be opening it with their phones as well. And then this right here we originally had the G3 reader on it, but there's a bunch of tenants who work after hours. So the doors, I think they're on a schedule to like 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And then the doors will, they'll be locked after that. But there's like chiropractors and stuff like that who do after hours, and they have no way of knowing when the client's there. So that's why we went with the intercom. And this here isn't my brother's phone number. So if people thought that was his number, Ubiquiti just calls out from, I guess it's free, just calls out from a number, and that's a number from British Columbia. It's really cool how it works. You just press, you can press 1 to talk through the intercom, or you could press star or asterisk to open the door, which is awesome. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to talk a little bit longer because I'll go over these other intercoms that we did too. What do I get out of these emotes? There we go. Nice. I guess I'll be creating a pirate radio horn one day. Nice. Yeah, that'd be cool. Thanks for the great stream, Cody. You've helped me stay in my lane whilst doing a bunch of testing. Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Frederick. Oh, 39 months. Okay, so that's probably the longest one. I forget when the members actually came in. Maybe you should could do some behind the scenes videos for members. Yeah, I got to think of something. I got to think of something because the only reason I don't push out videos to members first is I think that actually hurts your YouTube channel because everybody could see that that video came out and it's members only. And some people don't actually like that. Okay, sounds good. I'll watch out for an email from you. Need to leave? No problem. Talk to you later. Have a good day. How does the phone calling work? That's the thing. I don't know where it actually calls from. They must provide just a free SIP number or something that just pushes out. How does it make a phone call? Okay. So it would be SIP enabled, I guess, right? And it just calls out. You put in the phone number within the directory. I don't know if I could show you guys. Do I have anything where I could show you guys? Let me see if I could bring something up. Oh, I don't have Access installed? Dude. Where can I show you? Where's a site? Can I look at this site? Hold on a second. Oh, no, I can't show you guys. Maybe I can. Hold on. Can I do it here? No, I'm not going to be able to show you guys. I'll do a video on it. It's pretty easy, though. You just add a directory. You create a directory. Oh, maybe I could do it here. Hold on a second. One sec. Let me try one more time. These are all sites that we film at anyway, so it's here. But I don't think I added an interface design yet. Okay. I just don't want to show any. I'm just going to take a screenshot. We'll just do a screenshot. Okay. So within UniFi Access, you have this, what do they call it? Interface designer. So here you're going to go in, you could add receivers, viewers, people, third-party SIP if you want, labs. So you're going to give it a directory name, and then you're just going to add that person's cell phone number who you want it to call out to. That's how easy it is. And then when people go up to your actual G3 intercom, they're going to see directory on the screen. They click it. They click the business that they're going to, and it just pushes out to their cell phone. Like it's super, super easy. Third-party SIP, I don't really know what you do with that, but I guess if you wanted it to call from a specific number all the time, you could set up third-party SIP. I really need to do like a full UniFi Access video, like how I do the Network 2026. No need for UniFi Talk at all. Did you ever integrate UniFi Fabrics with an LDP? At current state, you still need a UniFi account, even if you import users. I'm pretty sure I did it with Workspace. That's it. I do have, oops, we broke them. Oh, am I gone? We broke them. Am I gone? Did I drop frames or something? Am I good? Are we good? Maybe it's my computer. Anyway, let me just see. It probably only works in the USA. It works in Canada. I'm in Canada. Oh, okay, so we're all good. Okay. I'm in Canada, so it works here. I'm not sure where else it works. You could try within your UniFi Access system and set it up. Another thing that I need to do, and I'm just waiting. I mean, I'll probably just end up buying phones because I've requested a couple of phones from Ubiquiti. I want to do a new UniFi Talk 2026 video because the talk has grown a lot since my original video, which was done in like 2024 or something like that. So a UniFi Talk, UniFi Protect 2026, I'll probably not do. I think Monty just did one, as well as I think Tom did a video on UniFi Protect 7.0. So I don't know. I just don't feel like showing all of my house and then people knowing exactly where I live. My favorite access point right now has got to be the XGs or the XGS. Those are my favorite currently. That we put in mostly the U7 Pro XG. So it's a good price range and it works very well. Alrighty, I am going to end it for today. I am getting tired. I got to figure out what I'm going to do the rest of the day. It's only 12, but I got up super, super early today. But anyway, everybody, thank you for coming by. Watch out for some new videos this week. There will be at least one video this week. If not two, we'll see where we get. Everybody have a great rest of your Sunday. Thank you guys for the tips and all the memberships and all that type of stuff. And we'll see you later. Take care.